I'm a unique person and I have very different qualities that I follow in my life. A few of the items that I actually follow is I'm a very determined individual. I'm a leader, not quite a leader, but also not a follower, and I'm also very cautious in my life. I feel that these three items that I live by will help me to attain my goals in the medical field in the future. How do I see myself as being the cautious person? I'm really cautious on who I like to hang around with and who I get to know. I tend to watch as an individual, to watch others and see how they act around me and how they act towards others. I use this every day with work as well as with roller derby. At work, I tend not to like to hang around those who are very rude and angry people who are angry to the customers. As to me, that just shows that birds of a feather do flock together, and I don't want to be the one who gets in trouble next to them. With roller derby is a very unique sport with women, and women can be very aggressive behind people's backs. It tends to turn into high school all over again, and so I choose to kind of watch and see who's nice and who's real, and I've learned to make lifelong friends by working through this method. I'm a determined individual. I'm going back through my school years again. I am now back in school again for the second time because I've decided that an associate's in art wasn't quite enough to get me where I needed to be. I do know how difficult it's going to be, but I'm determined to get through this. I've been determined with roller derby. I've been playing for over 6 years. I have torn my knee up, I've broken my ankle, and I've still kept going, and it's been very difficult. But I'm determined to play and made it to where now I'm no longer an actual skater for a derby league, I skate for a co-ed league. I also feel that I'm a leader, not quite a leader, but also not a follower. Some of the things I've experienced in my life that I've learned through this is with restaurant management. I was an assistant manager for a delivery chain for multiple years. We had a rash of robberies in our delivery area, and all my male drivers were very scared to go out on delivery as one of the drivers had just been assaulted. We had a delivery come up in the same apartment complex for a new customer. I decided at that time that they wouldn't go back out on delivery unless I went out myself and did the delivery. So I put my light on my car, took the money out of the register from my bank, and took the pizzas and went. I came back just fine. I made a $5 tip. And after that, my delivery drivers never questioned the fact if I was sending them on the run or not because they knew that I would do it myself before I was in them out in harm's way. For roller derby, one of the things that I've actually done is I had a co-captain of my home team who would never hit her points. She missed points for 2 months in a row, and then she went on a leave of absence and came back. She was determined to have skaters that were barely making points not skate during games, where she would let herself skate. Even though I didn't want to bring this to her attention, I did because I felt it was not right that she was a leader, but yet she wouldn't lead by example. She then in turn stepped down from leadership and then left the team. All the qualities that I have that have made me to who I am today, which is determined, being cautious with who I choose to hang around with, as well as being not quite a leader but not quite a follower, I think they're going to contribute in my life as far as being in the medical field.